Thank you so much. The next question is from Sir Bam.
Mabuhay and welcome to your home, the Philippines. Yes, you mentioned earlier that Canada doesn't find pageantry that big, but in what? Do you think you will be able to make pageantry that big in Canada as it is in the Philippines?
Absolutely. I definitely think that our Filipino love for pageantry is so strong that we representing an overseas community, especially like Canada, I can take all of that pride and all of that love of the Filipinos to Canada and to show them that pageantry is a beautiful thing. And it's not just pageantry and glitz and glamour and getting makeup, but it's all about the advocacy and advocacy work and everything you put into it and changing and becoming a whole person. So I definitely think that if there was an opportunity, I would love to bring pageantry as big as it is here back.
Thank you very much. If I may, just one more question. Okay, you shared with us your journey with Vitiligo, and Winnie Harlow, a Canadian model from Canada, won ANTM. Do you think that connection is inspiring you that someday you also will be a big winner like her?
I hope so, absolutely, I would think so. I definitely think that we go through very similar struggles, especially both of us having vitiligo. And I think that's one of the advantages that we can use towards our journeys, is to show people that, of course not for our people to feel bad for us, but to let people know that it's okay to feel comfortable in your own skin, and that it makes you 10 times more confident.
Very well said. Best of luck to you in your
Thank you so
journey.
much.
Thank you so much, Sir Bam. Next question is from Kuya Ito.
Hello, Ethan here from News Standard. You mentioned during your introduction your three worthy advocacies. So what made your heart and mind closest to those advocacies?
So like I said, I am an advocate against domestic violence because I watched one of my family members go through an abusive relationship. And through watching this, so it's one thing to watch someone go through it, but it's another thing to watch a family member go through it. I was young at the time and I didn't realize what was happening until this family member started getting pulled away from me, and I realized that I really was losing this family member. So to watch that with my own eyes has honestly been such an eye-opener, and that's one of the reasons as to why I am so passionate about my advocacy and why I continue wanting to work with it. And like I said, I was in an organization back home in Canada where they sheltered women and children who were abused, and it's through seeing that and through seeing them being sheltered where I wanted to be able to be that sense of help for them, and I wanted them to gain their confidence back within their bodies.
Follow-up question, the fact that you already passed the very high standard of Sir Paul and Ms. Sharon.
Of course, very high.
So can you give at least three of your best qualities as a woman and as a potential winner of Arianna Pilipinas 2024?
Yeah, of course. So for me, I think that I have one of my best qualities is I have a really, really big heart. I feel like the winner of Mutya should have an open heart and have the willingness to help others. That's definitely something that I can offer, regardless of what it is, whether it's big or small. I definitely think that I carry my heart with me wherever I go and the kindness of it. I also think that another good quality that I have is I'm a very good listener. You can rant to me for hours and hours and I'll sit there and I'll listen to you. So I think that's a good quality because not only can I use this just towards my friends and my family, but I can use this towards all the communities because it allows me to listen to those who need help, and it allows me to understand what they need more of. And lastly, I'd like to think I'm very helpful. I'm a very helpful person, and like I said, my parents have always taught me to be to help and give back, and that's why I said in my introduction that volunteerism and giving back has always been strongly instilled in me because it genuinely has. My parents have always made sure that because I had a nice life in Canada, that to give back where it is necessary. So I definitely think that one of the qualities that I have of being helpful can definitely bring me towards winning the crown of Mutya because like I said, not only can I help just a family member or friends, but I can help everyone else in the community, not just in the Philippines, but in Canada and all of the Filipinos around the world.
Wow, we're also impressed. I think you're doing one of the crowns of Mutya.
Oh, thank you so much.
Next question. Curious na ako. So what's your personal preference when it comes to long gown, swimsuit, and as well as national costume?
long gown, I really like something that is tight-fitting. I would say tight-fitting because I feel like you can show your figure and you can be able to show your passerella more. So for that, also something super sparkly. I'm a girl who really likes pink and lots of sparkles, so I definitely think that that would be my top pick for long gown. For swimsuit, I definitely think something simple. I mean, simple can also go a long way as well too. So if you're gonna go crazy for your gown, you might as well stay simple with your swimsuit. And within swimsuit, it's also all about the passerella, I would like to think. So sample, yeah. So I mean, as long as you have the passerella, I mean, that would, regardless of what swimsuit you're wearing, I think you look amazing in it. And for national costume, I think it's the same as well. I think it doesn't matter what it looks like as long as it has a story behind it. I really like national costumes that have a story behind it, especially someone coming from Canada. To see all the cultural costumes from the Philippines is so eye-opening to me, and I think that it's so beautiful. And actually, I don't know if Etha's watching, but when we went to the museum one time, she had shown me all of the cultural clothing from the Philippines in the museum, and I was so inspired by that because I thought they were so beautiful that I wanted to do something like that for my national costume. So I definitely think it doesn't matter as long as there's a backstory behind it.
Thank you, and best of luck to you,
Thank you so
Arianna.
much.
Thank you so much, Kuya. Next is from Tita Joy Ardu.
Hi, Arianna. How can you inspire the youth to keep following their dreams?
I'm going to continue using this because I definitely think that it's something that I can use to my advantage. But coming from Canada to the Philippines by myself and to make my dreams a reality, I definitely think that I can use that to show the youth that you are able to reach your dreams, that you're able to do anything you put your mind to, as long as you set your mind to it. So I think that we can continue encouraging them to let them know that they have our support. So as long as they have our support, they'll feel more comfortable in reaching their dreams.
Okay, my next question is, why should you win Mutya ng Pilipinas?
I think that I should win Mutya ng Pilipinas because I think the sacrifice and the hard work speaks for itself. Like I said, coming here from Canada to the Philippines and being able to sacrifice being with my family and to come compete here in the Philippines coming from Canada, I definitely think that that shows how determined and how hardworking I really am towards the crown. And like I said, not only do I realize that this is just a title and just a crown, but it's an opportunity to represent the Philippines. And I definitely think that I would be the perfect candidate for that because coming from Canada, I can show them that there's so many wonderful Filipinos all around the world.
Thank you, Arianna.
Thank you so much. Wala pong palakpakan dyan. Grabe yung mga questions din. The next question is from the star blogger himself, Cecil Caparan.
Hi, Arianna.
Hello po.
What makes you proud as a Filipina and at the same time as a Canadian?
Like I said, when I was in Canada, my parents have always raised me through the Filipino values. And I think what makes me the most proud of being Filipino or being Filipina is the fact that I am so family oriented. Because I realize that regardless of where I am in the world, as long as I have my family as my support system, that I'm able to achieve anything that I want.
If you're not into pageantry, what would be your profession today or now?
Before I decided that I wanted to do pageantry and come back home in Canada, I actually wanted to be an FBI agent. So I was back home in Canada. I was actually about to enroll in criminology at one of the universities, so the University of Waterloo. And that's something that I really wanted because, like I said, I am an advocate against domestic violence. So to be able to be an FBI agent, I feel like I could really help these people unfold these crimes and to be able to let these victims regain their confidence back. So if I wasn't doing pageantry, I feel like I would be an FBI agent.
Last question. What legacy would you like to be remembered of?
I think the legacy that I want to be remembered by would be like I said, the hard work and the sacrifice. I think that that is so strongly instilled in me, and that can be so strongly instilled in the youth and everywhere we go, and that can be a legacy that carries on through not just me, but the next Mutya after that, or the next Mutya after that. So I definitely think that to be able to show people all the sacrifice that was made, and a Filipina coming from Canada to the Philippines, that's one of the sacrifices that I definitely think would stick the most.
One last.
Of course.
Are you taken
Am I?
or into relationship
Oh,
now?
no. No, I'm not. No, I am single. I'm focusing on my career right now. Focusing on my career right now. I'm focusing towards getting that done.
Never had a boyfriend, right?
No, never.
NGSB.
Traditional and then Filipino values.
Very traditional. My parents, yeah, my parents were very strict growing up, so it was very much hard work first, and then later on. And I also believe in that as well too. I think as long as you work hard towards your dreams, that the person that you're supposed to end up with, or the person that you're destined to be with, will always come along later on in life, regardless of what you're doing.
Thank you so much, the star blogger Erickson. You have a question?
Yes.
Growing up, what is your achievement that you could use in Mutya na Pilipinas?
I think I would say pageantry as well too. Like I said, I started doing pageants when I was 9 years old, and I definitely think that being 9 years old and competing in pageants is not something that's really regular for people back home in Canada. So to be able to win the title of Little Miss Philippines Canada when I was 9 years old, I definitely think that I could use that towards my journey in Mutya, because it allows people and it shows people that I've been doing this for quite a while, but at the same time that I've come from such a long way, but I still have so much to learn, but I would love to be able to do it with everyone else.
Last question. What is your wish you want to be granted?
One wish that I would love to be granted is for my parents to be set free from all their stress. I don't want to cry.
Sorry.
I know it's okay, but like I said, me and my parents are very, very close. My parents have sacrificed a lot for me to be here. So I just want them to be free from stress. And that's why I'm here today, because I want to make them proud.
Thank you so much, Erickson.
Just my God. Last one, yeah.
I have a question. In this day and age, technology is very parang rising na talaga.
Of course.
Should the government allow us to regulate artificial intelligence? Why not?
I think that a lot of people see AI as a very bad thing, and they think that it's taking over a lot of jobs. But I also think AI can be a very good thing. It just depends on how you look at it. As we can see, technology is so strong, and it's going to continue to get stronger regardless. And over time, like I said, it's going to continue to get stronger. So I definitely think that the government should allow us, because we can use it to our advantage to help us grow and learn every single day in our everyday lives. Because of course, our world is always ever-changing.
Thank you. And also, most of our media friends ask you, why should you win Mutya? My question is, why should you not win the Mutya ng Pilipinas crown?
Drinking
Hindi kami na-try yung yan. Hindi namin na...
Like I said, I think everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses, and the only way that I think that wouldn't be able to reach me to the crown is one of my weaknesses. But like I said, it's all how you perceive it. You shouldn't be using your weaknesses against yourself, but more so to learn to get those weaknesses and to let you know that you can continue to learn from them and grow from them and grow out of them.
Thank you. And lastly, can I request one song to everyone? Coming from you. Yes.
Oh, wait.
Minus one ba?
Are we ready? I have often dreamed of a far-off place where the heroes welcome will be waiting for me, and the crowds will cheer when they see my face, and a voice keeps saying, this is where I'm meant to be. I'll be there someday. I can go the distance. I will find my way. If I can be strong, I know every mile will be worth my while. If I go the distance, I'll be right where I belong.
Wala ba kayong mga kamay dyan? Thank you so much, Arianna. And before we end our meet and greet, would it be okay, Sir Paul? Can you give us a word? A word.
One word. Panalo. Okay, siguro few words lang. Number one, Ari approached us and we quickly saw her potential. So, you know, as one of you said, we have very high standards. You know, we choose those who have the potential to win. And we just won with Miss World. Take note, Miss World is a back-to-back win. And I think Mutya will be a back-to-back win. And both are still Canadian also, so both back-to-back still Canadian, right? I think the strength of Ari is that she's a citizen of the world. She has both cultures, Filipino, family-oriented, traditional Filipino, conservative. I think that was worth mentioning, you know, like she doesn't believe in getting into relationships too early, which is in contrast to how we usually know, you know, other cultures, other foreign cultures. She's very, very Filipino, very Mutya. Yet she also has the international upbringing, the Canadian upbringing, which means that she understands other cultures, and so she can relate to both. I think with Mutya, a lot has been said about Mutya being very Filipino, very, you know, traditional, which is very important. But also the strength she brings in is not just that she's very Filipina and very traditional and very conservative, but she can also bring that, you know, that world-class quality that she has. And I mean, physically, everything is there, right? Intelligence is there also, and the heart is there, as you can see. I mean, she keeps talking about her parents. What more can you say, diba? She loves her parents. I think it was mentioned earlier about, you know, whether it's success or it's Filipino values, and she answered it very well. I think the fact that she talks about her parents, the fact that her advocacy is about, you know, protecting loved ones from violence because a family member experienced that violence, and that's really her, you know, that's her calling. And this is a platform for her to fight for that, right? That's values. I don't think she wants to be successful, you know, in pageantry without her values being intact. So ang pinaglalaban niya talaga yung values niya, and this is the stage to do that. Okay, so we're very proud of Ari, and she works very hard. She's taking multiple Tagalog lessons. Hindi niya palang napapakita ngayon, pero mapapakita.
Tagalog song naman.
But she's magaling kumanta. I think that's part of our standards. Kailangan lahat marunong kumanta yun. Diba? Si Krishna magaling kumanta. Previously Arianna magaling kumanta. So, si Gwen kumakanta din, yeah. Si Michelle magaling kumanta din. Yeah. So, there's a reason why she's with us. And I mean, take lots of pictures and talk to her as much as you can, because I mean, she's the next one. She's the next winner.
Thank you so much, Sir Paul. And Also, Arian, what is your last message to all of the media here and at the same time sa lahat na nanonood, most especially siguro parents mo is also nanonood. What is your message to them? And also sa kanilang makaka-follow sa social medias mo.
I just want to thank everyone for being here today. The support so far has been absolutely amazing in my journey, and I feel like I'm just getting started. So thank you so much for continuing to support me and to support my journey. I want to thank everyone who's watching as well. Thank you so much for watching. Hi to my family back home, of course, and all of my supporters back home in Canada as well too. The Filipino community, I'm shouting you out. I'm here for you guys. So I hope you guys can see the hard work and the dedication I am towards supporting you guys. I love you guys all so much, and like Mari said, you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Arianna Pantaleon. It's basically all the same there. So again, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much to Miss Jan and Sir Paul for the undying support. When I say that, I genuinely mean it. So thank you so much for pushing me to be the best that I can be. And like I said, I can't wait to see you guys on the stage.
Thank you so much, our Mutya ng Pilipinas Canada 2024, Arianna Pantaleon. And don't forget Arianna on the 24th surprise presentation.
Nice.